What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks, for another night of hot topics and social commentary. Thank you guys for sticking in there with us. Y'all knew we was coming. We here. Thank you so much for being so patient with us. This is not a 8-ish a.m., 8-ish p.m. situation. No, it's okay though. We are here and we're going to give you what you came here for. So a couple things of what you got to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big red subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. Takes less than a second to mash that thing. So why don't you go ahead and mash it? So go ahead and give us a thumbs up on this video. Let us know you are enjoying the content that I'm putting out on my channel. Be sure to leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the hot topics that we're discussing on tonight. Be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody know that JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. I got my main sis, Genesita, back with me. What's going on, girl?
Child, I'm out here and about. Know what I mean? I got off my seat from the job, annoyed and tired, but I had a nice, refreshing conversation with a friend, and now, as you can see, I have a whole lot of energy. And I do want to leave this house. I need to leave this house. I need to go drive some. I need something. Okay, you know what? I'm about to get talkative for no reason. I'm fine.
I'm so glad you caught yourself there. I'm so glad. This is only an hour show, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, I do have to make an announcement. I did announce earlier this week that I will be going live with Dustin tomorrow, reviewing the new season of 90 Day Fiance. However, I did have to cancel that. I already told Dustin I'm going out of town for my mother's birthday weekend. Her birthday is tomorrow. Using quotes tomorrow. Her birthday is technically the 29th of February, but unfortunately there's no 29th this year. However, we're going to another city to celebrate her birthday. So unfortunately, I will not be able to record tomorrow. So please don't be on the lookout for that video. It won't not be happening. And again, I'm sorry for that, but you know, family comes first. So you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I always like to give my condolences out first. And so a legend in the music industry, Miss Roberta Flack, passed
Yes.
away at the age of 88 this week. So condolences to her family. And also Notorious B.I.G.'s mother, Voletta Wallace, she passed away at the age of 72. And so condolences to her family as well. Two big figures. I always loved to see Voletta on the Behind the Music of Notorious B.I.G. explaining, you know, her experience with Christopher Wallace and raising him and things of that nature. I always loved her Jamaican accent. It was always so beautiful to hear. Roberta Flack has so many hits out
Yeah.
here. Such a legend in the music game. And so shout out to all of their family and friends dealing with their loss. I pray that God gives you comfort and peace as you deal with their losses. Jennifer, any comments on those two before we get started?
Absolutely. Um, First, you know, Roberta, Roberta Flack. That's that's going to be a tough one, but you know, I feel like there's positivity around her going to glory. Um,
Absolutely.
that's good. Now, one thing I heard about Miss Wallace is it sounded like she went to glory pleased that that man that's in the prisons right that's in jail right now is
Mhm.
gonna go is gonna get his comeuppance. It sounds like she let go the ghost at peace. Okay.
Right. That's always a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Justin says hi. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Dustin.
Lady Virgos is here. Hello,
Hey,
Lady
Lady
Virgo.
Virgo.
Robin is here.
Hey, Auntie Robin.
She says, "Hello, hola, how y'all doing? What's good? Hey."
I love the new format of the comments. I like this. This looks perfect for the show. It really does.
Child, thank Tyrone because I don't know if he changed it. I don't know, but it do
It
look
looks
good.
like it looks different. It looks bigger, but not as big as it was the previous time that we were recording. And you
Uh
told him
huh.
to come in and fix it. So yeah, this looks
And
perfect.
he
Yeah, but
fixed it.
yes.
Bianca says hello, hello, happy Thursday,
Hey,
Bianca.
Bianca. Love you, girl.
Miss Kim says, "Hey J and J, God bless you." Hey, Miss
Good
Kim.
evening and salutations, Miss Kim.
Ooh. Oh, thank you for that text message again. I appreciate you and the love. Um, Miss Roberts says Genesita is back with JSL, not ASL, American Sign Language, but Genesita Sign Language.
Yes, yes. Okay, because I was a little confused when I saw JSL. I was like, JSL, what the is that?
Miss Kim says happy Thursday to Lady Virgo, Robin, and Bianca. Let's see. Miss Kim says your mom is a leap year baby. Yeah, that's
She
cool.
is. She is literally a leap year baby. Yes, she is.
Robin says happy birthday, Mama Lee, and Bianca says happy Thursday to everybody in the chat, and she also says happy birthday to Mrs. Lee. And let's see, hey Bianca and Robin. Okay. Miss Kim says, so many deaths this week. Roberta Flack, Valletta Wallace. Oh yeah, and Gene Hackman and his wife.
Yes, yes, I saw that as
I
well.
I don't like how on the thing it just says that they were found.
Right.
It's like
Sounds like some hanky pankies going on in their passings. I
no,
don't like that. I
I don't
don't
like.
like that.
I'm not in agreement. That something
Mm-mm.
in the milk ain't clean. Tina McCullough says prayers and prosperity to you all.
And also a Caucasian actress who was on the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I think her name was Michelle.
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yes, she
You
passed
know
away as
Michelle
well.
Trachtenberg. She was a New York girl. New York, Jesus, a Nickelodeon girlie. She was on All That. Michelle Trachtenberg, and she was on a lot of other stuff that you and I watched. If you saw her face in some of the things from back in the day from
Right.
Nickelodeon, you'd be
I'll pick it
like,
up. Okay.
she was like
Yeah.
only 30 something.
Right. Yeah, she was in her 30s. Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah, younger than us. She was working with Keenan and all them on All That. Whew. Anywho, Bianca says, oh God bless him. God bless the dead. Miss Kim's excuse me. Bianca says, Miss Kim, you have no idea. I've been traumatized since Monday morning. Oh yeah. Robert says TD IT MCC.
Okay.
Okay, he is the IT man. He about to Jonathan, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I'm sorry, I just got to tell you.
It's okay.
So on this new position I have, they only sent me a laptop. My last position gave me a laptop and 2 monitors, and I had to send all that back. Just a laptop. I'm used to working with 3 screens. They gave me one.
Wow.
So Mr. IT Mac himself is about to get one of these small little TVs and bless me. Anyway, moving
Absolutely.
forward. Okay, moving forward and moving on. T.D. McCullough says, yes, I did fix it. So when Bianca comes up, she isn't covered up by the comments.
Absolutely. We appreciate that, Tyrone.
We like that.
Mr.
Miss Kim,
IT man.
okay. Miss Kim said, oh, thank you, Jesus. Miss Kim says, I think it was carbon monoxide poisoning. No.
Oh wow.
Now that makes
Wow.
sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah. Robin says they were found after conducting a welfare check. So yeah. That's mm. Miss Kim says Harriet the Spy. I love Michelle Trachtenberg. Yeah. Yeah. She was in a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get to the Karen of it all in just a moment, but I just want to do a little bit of Black excellence real quick. The NAACP Image Awards happened this past week, and I'm starting to see more and more as the years goes on the significance of the NAACP Awards, because that's just really for us, and that's really us honoring our actors and our musicians and our entertainers, comedians, all of the above. Under the black umbrella. Three honorees that I want to point out really quickly. The Wayans family. I was going to say the Wayans brothers, but the two of the sisters were honored as well.
Mhm.
Were put into the NAACP Image Award Hall of Fame. I see Marlon is rocking a bald look. I love Marlon bald. I do like him with the bald head. It does
I'm
fit
happy he let
him.
it go.
Yeah, not that I don't think he had to let it go personally.
He
Then again,
did.
I don't know if that was some Shanghai, bigotry going
You mean
on.
Beijing?
Beijing, yeah, Beijing bigotry going on up top. But
He
hey,
needed to.
he looks good. Now it does make him look more his age, I will say, because I will say that the hair made him look a little bit younger. At least to me, it didn't make him look like
Mhm.
as if he was aging. But the man still looked good. So shout out to Marlon Wayans. Also, Dave Chappelle was honored with the President's Award, and so I loved his speech. It was awesome. And
It
Kiki
was.
Palmer, yes, and Kiki Palmer won Entertainer of the Year, which I was a little bit surprised by because of the people she was nominated with. She was not nominated with Cynthia Erivo. Kendrick Lamar was nominated as well, and some other nominees. Jennifer, go ahead.
Child. Did
What?
you? So what? What they were talking about was Cynthia Erivo's face when when they put the camera upon her. One thing I will have to say, and I'm gonna say these in low tones just so I won't sound like I'm super duper happy because I'm kind of excited right now, just living life. I've been invigorated by friends and family and loved ones. But look, Cynthia Erivo does not have the best rapport with the African Americans. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when I heard that Kiki won over her, and then when I saw the face that she was making, even as Kiki like honored her while she was making
Shouted
her
her
accepting her,
out during her acceptance speech. Literally shouted her out, honey.
and she wasn't here for it. There's this clip, Jonathan, that that has gone pretty viral because it's Kiki. Like who,
Right.
of course, right? Kiki was talking about the Defying Gravity song.
Mm-hmm.
And during the promo for that movie that Kiki and SZA is in with
Right.
Issa Rae, which is
Yeah.
a great movie. Y'all please go watch that. That movie was
I do
so
need to
good.
see it. I do need to see it.
I really loved it. It was nice fun. Anyway, Kiki did the and she said that song is like a slave hymn. And but if you think about it, the words, the themes, yes, it can certainly be seen as that.
Yes. To freedom.
To freedom, defying gravity.
Okay.
And what was hilarious unto me is that people are like, yeah, that's how, and everybody laughed at that. Let me tell you something. What is so hilarious unto me is that I don't think she likes that. But what's even more hilarious on top of that is that the woman did play Harriet Tubman. I thought that she would understand what's going on, but people think or gather. Of course, it hasn't been confirmed, but
Mhm.
people think that she was making a face because of what of because because of what Kiki said.
Based on her previous comments concerning the African American community. Yeah. Yeah. I can
No,
understand.
no,
Oh, okay.
they think that Cynthia felt away and was looking at Kiki the way she was looking at Kiki because of what she said about the Defying Gravity song being a slave hymn.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So that made my heart happy a little bit, but yeah, she does have some disparaging text tweets from a while ago as well. I'm gonna send you some moments. Send you not send you. Let me give you the comments. Robin says, "I think so too, Miss Kim." Talking about I think how they were found. Anyway, Tina McCullum says the silent take him out of there. Yeah, the carbon monoxide. Please smash the like buttons and all that stuff, the bells and all that stuff, all the buttons.
All of
Thank you,
them.
Bianca. Robin says, whenever I see the NAACP awards, I think of Angela Bassett. She spoke of the importance of attending such events. She said she didn't want to attend a ceremony and her husband tugged at her wig. Absolutely. Robin said, he said, if people think enough of you to nominate you, you owe them to show up.
I agree with that.
Cynthia Erivo, oh, excuse me. Miss Kim said, Cynthia Erivo, I'm not really a fan. She included an alien.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm.
I am a fan of her voice, and I did enjoy her in Harriet. I will not discount her talent. She is extremely talented. I can't say that I agree with everything that she has said in the past, but the girl is talented, and so it
Oh,
is what it
there's
is.
and I agree with that. There's no way that I would ever say, "Oh, she can't sing." No,
Yeah,
she
you can't say that.
she did all of that and carrying on, but she also did that other stuff too.
Right?
Um,
Yeah. Two things can be true at once.
okay, and to be honest. though she did well in the Harriet Tubman movie, I do agree with other people. I kind of wish they chose somebody else to do it.
It sounds insensitive to have a non-African American woman play a a slavery advocate, or not a slavery advocate, but someone who helped in freeing the slaves from captivity. Like for someone whose lineage doesn't seem to harken back to
It
that
doesn't,
time period. It's like, really, but
but
hey.
we can't blame her for that. Okay,
No, no, not
they
at all.
offered, she took it. If I was getting money for being a patois woman, you know what I'm saying? That's not even from.
Just make sure my check clears, y'all. Okay, make sure the check clears, honey. Okay.
Now, one person that should have said no was Zoe Saldana playing Nina Simone. She should have said no. How you got to do blackface to play somebody? Anyway, Robin
Yeah.
says, Miss Kim, exactly what did Cynthia Erivo say? I understand it to be anti-Black American. It is. She wanted to mock Black American or AAVE. She mocked that. Um, and one thing I do know and have been noticing and seeing all over the internets these days is that a lot of British people don't really understand the civil rights of it all. So
Yeah.
they don't understand how things look to us and how we could be offended by some things.
Right.
Tina McCullum says maybe Arivo wants more respect without giving respect. Speaking of respect, wasn't she? What didn't she play? Aretha Franklin?
She did, and it was on Hulu. I think it was. I think it was on
Hmm.
Hulu. Either Hulu. It wasn't on Netflix. Yeah, I think it was on Hulu that she played Aretha. I believe.
Yeah. T.D. McCullum also says she does have the talent, but not the time in these streets. Um,
Right.
and Robin gave you a wonderful word for Harriet Tubman. Tubman, Lord Jesus, Harriet Tubman, abolitionist.
Abolitionist. Yes, thank you so much for that, Robin. Speaking of Aretha Franklin, I recently saw the Respect movie that Jennifer Hudson starred in a couple of weeks ago, and she did good. Even though I didn't see Aretha, I only saw and heard Jennifer Hudson. I understand how she tried to change the way that she spoke. She didn't speak like herself, and so I appreciate that. But one thing I told my dad, I was like, I know Aretha was a chain smoker, and there was not one cigarette in that movie at all. And I'm
To
like,
stand a chance, honey.
why was this choice made? Because we know that Aretha was smoking to the high heavens, little honey. Why was there not a cigarette? So there has to be a reason why they decided to do that. But I thought Jennifer did great in that movie for sure. And I didn't know that relationship that she had with her father and her sisters and brothers and things of that nature. But yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Sometimes the people that's paying for the stuff to get done, maybe they want to make things more family friendly, and
Yeah.
maybe that's it. Who knows? But as Kim
Mhm.
says, Google Cynthia Erivo comments about Black Americans if for anybody that wants to see what was said.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Also, this week, the first ever hour Black daytime soap opera, Beyond the Gates, premiered on
Yeah.
CBS this week. Now, my mom watched it. I'm not one for the dramatics of soap operas. I personally don't enjoy those types of shows. However, I did see that Karen Huger made a guest appearance on the first episode. First of all, she looked beautiful. She looked gorgeous. Her hair was laid, and she was over there making faces, and then at the end of the scene she said, welcome to so and so, whatever the place that they were living at. But I'm so happy that we actually have an all black soap opera now that we haven't had them before, because if Having the Have Nots is not a soap opera, then I don't know what that was.
Child.
But you know what I'm saying. I'm glad that we have one on network TV, an all black cast. Now I don't know if they replaced a previous soap opera that was in its same time slot or whatever the case might have been. However, I am happy that these black actors and actresses are out here getting this work. So yeah, shout out to all of those that are involved with Beyond the Gates. I'm so happy that we have some representation in the soap opera community. Jennifer, what were your thoughts on the fact that they were releasing a all black soap opera? And do you want to watch it?
I do want to watch it. I just want to, though I'm not all that keen on the pace of a soap opera because I can't stand the pace of a soap opera.
Right.
I do plan on letting some build up so I can actually like see a couple of shows, so I won't have to do the daily. Nothing happened this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Kind of.
So
It's more for a binge.
yeah. I really
Yeah.
want to make sure to, um, save up some and watch it like that. But I am very happy as soon as I saw that it existed. I was like, okay, I have to support this. My only prayer is that they have great writers, good juicy stories, and not afraid to get down and into the gutter.
Into the gutter. Yes, absolutely. So the moment you all have been waiting for.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
so Jennifer, go ahead with the comments. Let's read the
Oh,
comments.
okay. Robin says, I'm no fan of Hudson. She
Me either.
solidified my feelings after watching her on The Voice. Okay,
Ooh.
what did she do?
I know she was a judge on The Voice. I didn't. I've never watched The Voice like a day in my life. I have seen a couple. Oh, I thought you was pointing somewhere, but you were
Oh, no,
scratching
no,
your
no, I'm
head.
scratching.
I have seen like clips of certain auditions that were great, but I never actually watched it. So, Robin, if you could elaborate on that,
Tell
we would
us
be
this.
grateful.
Bianca says, if you're enjoying this live and want to support the host, hit this link, y'all. This is the Cash App for Jonathan Lee. The Cash App is $ Jonathan Lee '07.
Thank you so much for that, Bianca. I appreciate it.
Tina McCullum says, wait a minute. If you can watch Greenleaf, Queen Sugar, and Have and Have Nots, then you can watch this. You can give this a shot. Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna try it.
I do need to get back into Greenleaf. I don't know. I tried watching like the first season and I stopped maybe about the fifth or sixth episode. I don't know what got me to stop watching it, but I
You
really need to watch that whole series.
you need to, because of course I was watching it while it was coming on, and we were struggling to just to have cable at that point.
Okay, yes.
But it's so good, Jonathan. It's really good. Now I can say, just to keep it real, I don't like the ending. I think it's because I
Okay.
didn't want it to end
That makes sense. That makes
because
sense.
it was so good. Good acting, good man. Anyway, Bianca says, I agree. I'm a binge type person too. Yeah, I much
Me
rather
too.
because I need to see Mo. Okay. Robin says, it's beyond those in front of the camera. CBS Mornings featured the show all last week. Ooh.
Mm.
And it is the blackest of black productions in front and behind the cameras. So, Set DeCio, a stylist. Okay. Okay. I'm excited. Blackety black.
Yes.
Dustin Butler says I'm gonna be cleaning for Hudson either. Okay, I guess he don't like Hudson either.
Yeah, I guess not.
Mm. Lady Virgo says happy Thursday to everybody, and Robin says she made it all about her. Oh, she had to perform every episode. She threw her shoes at contestants. It was unbearable. She was unbearable.
I
Now,
do remember her singing quite a bit while she was in her chair. I do remember that quite vividly.
now,
Yes.
personally, I don't mind throwing the shoe at somebody that's singing.
Mm.
I
I
don't
mean,
mind that. But this having to sing, I get that. It can be
yeah,
a bit much.
she did it a whole lot. She loves to sing, and I think she loves to hear the sound of her own voice. Which hey, if you got a great, powerful voice like that, why wouldn't you want to? I guess.
But did you hear her sing Jingle Bells?
I won't listen to her ruin, massacre that 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 song of jolly good times. Absolutely not.
That's so funny to
Jingle
me.
bells. No. Ah!
It never gave me that. No,
Like
if she
if Mariah don't have to do all of that, which she
well, come
could
on,
if she
she
wanted
could,
to,
but she
but
doesn't.
Mariah is such. I watched this opera singer react to singers on YouTube. He's
Uh huh.
amazing. He's from Philly, and he really knows like the voice, like for real, and like the
Yeah.
adoration that he has for Mariah makes me understand how technical
Oh
she
yes.
is with her vocal choices.
But Jennifer, okay. So Bianca says I didn't like the ending of Greenleaf either.
Mm.
Thank you. Oh, the designs. Okay, gotcha, Miss Robin. Oh, we have somebody. I ain't even seen this beautiful face before. Hey, Miss Nana. Is it Nana? 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 Nana?
Hi,
Hey.
thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
Welcome
Beautiful
from.
face, honey. Beautiful
Okay.
face.
Okay.
Come on,
Let me
braids.
see one more time. Oh yeah. She look nice.
Nice, real
Please excuse
nice.
us for doting on you. You look wonderful.
I mean, that picture looks pro and professional, honey.
Okay,
Okay.
looking real nice. Dustin says, "I'm not a big fan of Jennifer Hudson. Sorry for the typo. No worries.
It's okay.
Let's see. Bianca says, make sure to hit that like button. Thank you guys. And TD McCullough says, Jingle Bells was banging bells in all caps. Thank you, Tyrone.
More
And everybody's
cowbell.
saying hello to Miss Nana.
Right. Yeah. Let's get to the nitty and the gritty. So the Grand Dame was sentenced yesterday, and
Ciao.
she was sentenced to 2 years, one to serve and one suspended. Um, I have to say, with this being her fourth DUI, I can't say that I'm surprised that she was sentenced to jail. I cannot
Okay,
say that
at
I'm
what point?
surprised that she was sentenced to jail. However, I was surprised with the length of time, with it being an entire year. That was slightly shocking to me. However, I don't know what the average sentence is for these types of crimes and these types of charges. So I don't know what the actual range would be. She was facing up to 2 years in jail. And so I think this is a good thing for Karen. I think this will force Karen to eat a huge slice of humble pie, or maybe the whole pie itself. Um, but I'm it's almost like I don't know what to say. I don't feel necessarily bad for Karen right now because of her actions leading up to this sentence really showed me who Karen is at her core, um, and her lack,
Delusional.
right, and her lack or inability or refusal rather to take accountability. Although during her statement at her sentencing, it did sound like she was trying to take accountability, although she was blaming it on antidepressants and mixing that with alcohol. And, that's what made everything, go bad,
But but
whatever
you
the
but you
case might
still
have
did
been.
it, dagnabbit.
She still did it, absolutely. And she pointed out the fact that it's been years since her last DUI, but yet again, it's still
You
on the
still had it.
records. It is still on paper. It's still on your record, honey. Um, so this obviously means that Karen will not be filming for the next season of Housewives of Potomac. Although I had heard a rumor that she was not returning. She had made the decision not to return next season. So I don't know exactly how true that was, but um, she's justice was served. I believe justice was served. I'm so glad that Karen is still here. I'm so glad that she did not take out anyone else's life. I'm so glad that she is safe. And once again, I hope that this time in behind bars in the Hooskow is a reality check for her.
Yeah.
And of course this will force her not to drink, although alcoholic beverages are available in prison. And they have I forget what they call it in prison. But they take fruits and from the kitchen, and they kind of do their own mixtures and things like that. So they do what they do. So it's not a guarantee that she won't be drinking ever again. However, it gives her the least opportunity to actually voluntarily drink. But anyways, I will say though, I was surprised by her getting an entire year. I was thinking at the max 6 months. Um, but she got an entire year. And I do believe though that I'm sure she'll be on a probationary period after she is released. And I believe if she violates that probation, she may have to go back and do that other suspended sentence of a year. That's just an assumption. I don't know if that's for sure, but I do think that is the cause for a suspended sentence. That if you get a suspended sentence, you then get on to probation. If that probation is violated, then they have to serve out that suspended sentence. But Karen is going to jail, and Ashley was on the Tamron Hall show today, and she said she cried when she heard it. Not sure exactly how true that might have been. Maybe it is true. She's been with Karen since season 1 of Housewives of Potomac. And so, we're now on season 9. It is what it is. It is what it is. Genesita, what were your thoughts and your reflections on the sentence that was announced yesterday?
So I was hearing that she didn't go to a rehab place. She went to a resort.
I heard that as well. I'm not exactly sure how true that is. And there are rehabilitation places that are that might be categorized as a resort, but still,
Hmm.
like, under the guise of rehabilitation, you still get rehabilitated, but you're just chilling like a villain while you're rehabilitating. But that's I did hear that as well.
But they said there was wine tastings. That's what I heard.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Anywho, Robin
Mm,
says Karen was offered 60 days but chose to go to trial. And this is the result of being. I'm like, I just keep on thinking about what about fourth DUI did you not get? It's like as things get worse, as you continue to do things, it's going to get worse. What makes you think you're going to be all right? What? But you know what? That makes me think about maybe she thought she could be like ASAP. No, but his situation happened after hers. But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just hate the level of delusion that she had with this situation. I've enjoyed her. I didn't know that she was this level of delusion. I know there's people that's been checking for her, like Miss Kim, for a long time
Hmm.
and been seeing her for who she is. But 60 days would have been all right. And for all we know, she could have gotten out just a little bit earlier. But it's like her taking the 60 days would have been about accountability. And apparently
Right.
she don't know her. She don't know accountability.
I don't think
Um
accountability is in her vocabulary.
Okay. Maybe for other people, but not for her.
No.
Miss Kim says, I hope the convicted Dom checked that diva attitude before she got to her cell.
Do y'all think she's gonna be running things behind bars? Do you think
Girl,
she?
no. Child, no. I think maybe people might want to be nice to her because they at least may know of her,
I think they
but
will.
I can't believe that she'd like take over. Like, come on. TD McCullum says, "Wow, that was harsh but necessary as a repeat offender." Yes, and a
It
repeat
was.
offender. And though I don't care when it happened, I don't have any DUIs. There's a lot of people that don't have DUIs. Period. But you got four sis.
Yes. Every time I watch a DUI arrest on YouTube, it's never the person's first DUI. Never the person's first DU. It's never the first DUI ever. And that's why those laws need to be upgraded and changed to be more strict because people clearly do not understand the dangers of drinking and driving.
Miss Nana says, I'm glad she got a year. Hopefully she learns her lesson. I bet she I bet she's in there right now complaining complaining about the decor.
Right. Okay. Y'all need to paint these walls, honey. Okay.
It's horrendous in
And these
here.
beds are uninhabitable. Where's the mattress? That
God
is the
bless her.
mattress.
God bless her. T.D. McCullough says, a harsh but necessary to, but excuse me, harsh to hear but necessary. He also says, it's called hooch, bad moonshine, Tyrone. I mean, Jonathan, that's what.
Hooch. Yes. Thank you so much for that, Tyrone. Hooch. That's what I was thinking of.
Why does my husband know that?
Well, I've watched a lot of prison documentaries and prison shows, and that's what they've called it. And so I'm thinking that might be the same for Tyrone because I know he's never been locked up. So,
Okay. Anywho,
oh,
no, no, just wait.
I mean, your reaction, maybe.
No.
Well,
Bianca said, no, 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 no. Bianca says she need to drive it from now on. I love Karen, but two was too many. Exactly. You
mhm,
think you'd want to learn, but there's a once again that level of denial that keep you in a space like I'm all right, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem. I can drive. I'm good. And you
mhm.
saw how drunk she was on that tape.
Child, and how far that wig was back, Lord, honey,
Child,
child.
how was it still on her head? Anyway,
How? I
Miss
mean,
Kim,
so some people said they feel like it flew off during the accident and she just, snapped it right back on and,
and being held by thoughts. Um,
right.
Miss Kim says that jail hooch is real. She better not indulge. Her time will be increased.
Okay, because I heard that jail food is strong, honey.
Oh wow. Miss Kim says Karen was taken into immediate custody. Jesus, help her.
Wow.
Help her!
I didn't even know that, Miss Kim.
Bianca says, I've never heard of hooch before. I'm happy about it. Robert says, and you never shall know hooch, okay?
Okay.
Um, Robert says Karen has 5 years probation after release from prison. Can't drive for 1 year after release. Must go to AA twice a week. Yes, God, and
Hmm.
has to have one of those breathalyzer devices installed in her vehicle. To be honest, y'all, she
Hmm.
should have had that a long time ago. If you had three, at,
After DUI, at least DUI number two. At
okay, not then.
least.
She needed that. She needed the AA twice a week in that breathalyzer in her vehicle. Because I've seen people that had to so they can crank up their
Really?
car. Oh yes,
Wow.
oh yes, to crank up their car. Jesus have mercy. Miss Kim says. Miss Kim has never checked for that old dog. Yeah, never. Oh,
Never.
bag. She said
No.
bag. My
Oh.
bag. Bianca laughing at Miss Kim. Tina McCullum says, well, there was that one time they tried to take me down, JoJo, but God.
All right, Tyrone. Power to the people.
I
All
don't
right. I
remember
like
when they
that.
tried to when they tried to take them. I might have to have a conversation with my
I'm
husband.
sure you'll get a story, Jennifer.
Okay, and Robert
Eventually.
says, Hooch is in all these old Western movies. Gotcha.
Yeah, and Melly from Scandal actually called
She
her
had Hooch the
father's.
moonshine.
Yes, she called her father's alcoholic concoction hooch as well. So, it's yes, it is a prison term, but it's also a term used for homemade liqueurs. Um, Jennifer, there is a video in Facebook Messenger that I want you to queue up after the next after the next story. So if you could please get that ready for us. Some more news that came out this week that I was not happy to hear, although I didn't watch the show. Joy Reid's show from MSNBC was canceled this past week.
Yeah.
She was on a live in tears. Really, I think she was most sad about the people who worked on their show not having a job. And I would be that sad as
It's a
well
lot of
if people
weight.
were depending on me for their well-being. Like, I don't know exactly why the show was canceled. Typically, shows are canceled because of lack of viewership. So I'm assuming that the ratings were not necessarily that good for the Joy Reid show. But I always thought that she was doing great work on her shows. She was always talking about the most important topics of the day on her show, and I always loved seeing the clips of her show on YouTube and Instagram and things of that nature. So I'm sure that there are many places that she can go from here. Not exactly sure where she will end up. I was thinking maybe Roland Martin might hire her, but I don't know if she would work for him. But it is what it is. But I do feel so bad for Joy Reid, and I appreciate her contribution to Black media. She is a great leader in Black media and journalism, and I just appreciate her approach to news and just calling a thing a thing. She was really good at calling a thing a thing. Jennifer, was this a surprise to you that that Joy Reid's show was canceled, and what was your reaction when you heard that it was canceled?
It was a surprise to me. Very
Hmm.
surprised. But you know, it's kind of a reflection of what we've been seeing in journalism today.
Hmm.
Um, People are really starting to notice that the journalism on things like CNN, Fox, MSNBC, all that stuff, they have to say what they have to say.
Right.
And sometimes it's right leaning, left leaning. And at this point, a lot of people really just want the facts. Just give me the information. Don't give me the opinions. Don't give me the shade. Just give me the information.
Right.
So a lot of people are getting their stuff like the Midas Touch. That's news, and they are more highly rated than a CNN show. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
So I don't know. Do you remember when Don Lemon got fired?
Yes.
Now he's at 500,000 subscribers on YouTube right now,
Wow.
and he has a following on TikTok as well.
Mm,
I see him go. It's like seems like almost every morning he's going live on TikTok and everything like that. And everybody getting their opportunity to say what they want to say. So hopefully, to be honest, I don't want her to get on anybody else's channel.
wow. You just want her to do her own thing?
I want her to do her own thing
Mm,
because she I feel like she's some of the most level-headed in talking about all this stuff.
absolutely.
And she doesn't make it all about doom, gloom, and upsetness and unhappiness and things of that nature. She just gives the news. And I think it does suck that on that channel, it's not just her, but another person of color, two other people of color that have lost their shows.
Yeah, there was a
So,
male anchor, a black male anchor that
mhm.
lost his job as well. Yeah, I can't remember what his
And
name
a
is
and
right
an
now.
Asian young lady as well, and another black woman that I hear.
Mm,
So, to be honest, I would love it if Joy took the route because I got her on TikTok. She be making videos on TikTok and stuff. It will usually be like before her shows or after or whatever. But I really believe that she should go ahead and do what Don Lemon did. Get on a platform and just do your own thing. Um,
yeah,
let's
I would love to see that.
TD McCullough says, I know about Hooch from my drunk fried drunk in college.
Understood. Understood.
Uh, Robert says, Mr. Presley used to get moonshine from a local bodega. Wow.
Ooh,
Robin says, if you haven't already, check out Rachel Maddie's commentary about Joy. I saw that.
wow. And what was it? What did you think of it?
It was very sweet.
Mm,
She said it in a nice way, like y'all crazy to be losing this woman and a woman that she holds in high regard. So it was a very sweet tribute commentary
mm.
towards Joy. Robert says Joy's show was well rated. I think she was let go because she spoke fiercely about the GOP.
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying though?
Yeah, yeah.
And I concur, Robin. I have those same sentiments. Dustin Butler says very disappointed with MSNBC. Probably won't be watching the network anymore after this move. I was never watching it in the first place, but I know I like Joy. I've seen so many clips of her and everything like that.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm still not gonna watch
Mm,
it. Robin says Joy Reid was the first Black woman to host a primetime cable news show. She's a
mm.
trailblazer.
Trailblazing.
Miss Kim says
Trendsetter.
Joy and Reid is my girl. MSNBC fired a lot of minority anchors. Jonathan Capehart, Black and gay journalist. Katie Fang, Asian American journalist, and Amen. I'm not going to say that last name. An Egyptian anchor.
Wow. Wow.
Um, yeah. Robin says, Joy won't go to Roland. She will likely go the route of Don Lemon.
That's yeah. Yeah.
We're here, Robin. I agree. I really hope she does. Miss Kim says independent journalism is the way to go now, especially with this administration and the money that they're using to get their way and all that stuff.
Right.
Robin says even though she spoke well of her, she has lost her show. Wait, even though he spoke well of her, as she has lost her show, Roland has said that Joy never had him on her show. Okay, Roland. Oh, okay,
Well,
girl.
I mean, Roland is a petty man. Roland holds grudges. Roland, if you don't get along with him, he definitely ain't gonna get along with you. We know who Roland is, and that's why I said I thought maybe she would, but maybe probably not. Like, Roland
No,
wants to be the king of his own castle, and I respect that. And
and
you
he
do
and he
your
can
thing.
and he can stay over there. He's not my favorite. He's all right, but he's not my favorite. I do lean more towards other thoughts, but the way that Roland be coming sometimes it's just not for me. Miss Nana says, I agree. Should do her own thing. If she makes her own wait. rug and come on! If she makes her own rug and stand on it, nobody can pull it from underneath her. She's amazing. You better
That's
see
it. That's
that.
a word, honey. That is
That
a
is,
word.
I'm using that. Make your
Okay.
own rug.
And
So,
stand on it. Stand up.
so nobody can pull it from up under you. You
I
said that,
love
sis.
that. I
Okay.
love that girl.
You look good and you're smart. I love it. TD McCullum says MSNBC did this because they think they are following one DEI and number two what the people want to see, which is and that's a lie. Miss Kim,
I think the people don't like.
child. Miss Kim says the convicted felon in the White House tweeted finally upon hearing that Joy was fired.
Of course he
Yeah,
did.
so you know that's a part of the things that he wanted, and he made it
Yeah.
happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But you
mm.
can't keep good people down,
You can't. You
especially
can't.
when they make their own rug and stand on it,
Stand on it. I'm using
like,
that, honey.
like Miss Nene said. Okay, is it Nene? Nana? Tell me how to say it because I can't stand that. I can't stand not knowing. Anyway, Robin says I stopped watching MSNBC in 2020. In 2020, they fired their most of their black on-air streaming talent, Tiffany Chris, okay, Zerlina, okay, the black gay guy everyone keep calling Jason. Mm.
Mm.
Robert says the comments about Joy not inviting him predate her cancellation. Well, I mean, he'll be all right. Okay, God bless him. Tina McCullum says MSNBC and others believe the black and minority voices time has passed. Well, they about to find out because once
They about
again,
to find out.
because they're already losing views and stuff like that. It's not going to get any better.
It's really not.
Okay,
And
okay.
from the looks of these town hall meetings and things of that nature, these people are having what? Buyer's remorse.
Remorse. You got that right, my brother.
Okay.
Ciao. Um, more praise from Miss Nene. Is it Nene? Nana? It made me think about Shanae. Forever, Shanae.
Love me some Sinead.
Okay.
Why are you always over here? I mean, don't you have a man?
Let me tell you something. I couldn't even see Martin when he played her.
I never saw Martin when he was playing Sinead. Never saw Martin when he was playing Sinead. Never. It was
Never.
always Shanae. Same with Jerome. Same with
Mm-hmm.
Jerome. I never saw Martin, looked at him as Martin when he was playing Jerome or Shanae. Shanae
Child.
is one of the best TV characters of all time, in my opinion. Like, just she's everything.
Okay. Miss Kim says, Roland knows damn well mainstream news don't invite him on their shows.
Okay.
Miss Kim, like you tell the truth, and when you tell the truth, it be truth, and every single time it does not stop. Thank you.
And this is no shade to Roland, but I feel like Joy would be too big for Roland, to be honest, because he really doesn't have the biggest
Audiences.
of not well, yeah, that one audience is yes, but
Mhm.
the biggest of figures on his show,
Okay.
with the exception of like debates, like when he does debate reviews, he'll have Maxine
Now.
Waters on there, and some other very prominent figures in the political spectrum. But as far as his daily contributors, I typically don't know who they are, but it is what it is. Shout out to Roland, he's doing his thing, and there's a
Oh yeah.
space for that.
Yeah, no disrespect. When he do what he do, especially the back and forth with other people that don't know what they're talking about, I do enjoy that.
It
That
is
he
amazing
be
because
getting he's
a lot of
intelligent.
times Roland knows what he's talking about for the most part, but he is very married to his side of things, and
Yeah.
there's no leaning one way or another. No, he's direct. Makes it seem like he's an earth sign, because he doesn't sway one way or another. He's
Hmm.
just concrete on his views, and his beliefs, and that's that. Can't nobody convince him otherwise.
I want to thank Miss Nana for putting the pronunciation in there. Thank you. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I can't just.
Nana. Yeah.
I don't like pronouncing people's name wrong. I can't stand that.
Right. It feels disrespectful. It
It
feels
does.
disrespectful. Yeah,
So
I get it. I get it.
thank you, Miss Nana. Okay. And speaking of signs, I gotta quickly tell you this. Please tell me why I saw some on TikTok as somebody that's super saved. It said somebody asked, "What's your sign?" The cross.
Okay. The cross, stained by blood, the
Okay.
beauty of the
The cross.
cross,
That's my sign.
healing for the lost,
Lord Jesus.
the
Um
cross.
okay. Robin says, Joe Nathan, what about the white supremacists who converged on on that Ohio town? Yeah, that was crazy. Did you see that?
Weren't they on a bridge or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, and the people of that town literally got them into their U-Haul and had them scattering about.
I love it. Um, Miss Robin says my fave Shanae was when Kid was a guest, and she said, "Will you miss me like you missed that light skinned girl in house party?" Mamir's here. Hey,
Hey, Mavir.
Mamir.
I will say I don't enjoy the initial, like the first couple scenes of Shanae. I like in the first season, when she has the long braids, like I don't like those nearly as much as I like her like second season and
Because they
on.
developed her a little bit more.
Yes, they developed her, and I
But
like her development.
I did like I like beginning Sinead and everything. And it's kiss. Would you kiss me like you kissed that light skinned girl? Thank you,
Oh,
Miss Robin. Uh, T.D. McCullough says Roland has a big audience and numbers, but not Joy or Lemon's numbers. He stands on that rug he paid for. Agreed.
yeah,
We can't let that go, Miss Nan. We can't let that go.
no,
Anyway, Robin says, "Don't mispronounce or misspell my name."
okay.
I'll do my best, Miss Robin. And that is all of the comments.
All right, Jennifer, if you could cue up that video while I set this up here. So, Dr. Heavenly was on a live, and she was sounded as if as though she
It was
was.
hers.
Oh yeah, on her live, and it sounded as though she was defending Quad's man King for confronting Dr. G for what he said to her, and this is her explanation of the events and her thought processes on the event. So you can go ahead and play it, Jennifer, when you can press play.
When I can.
Yes,
Okay, maybe I'll make sure that we can hear it too.
that would be awesome.
So when you have a conversation with somebody, if somebody gets upset and it goes to the left, most men, real men, not gay men, not bitch men, you know what I'm saying? The guys that are kind of soft, but real men are gonna feel like, you know what I mean? Straight men are gonna feel like if you tell my wife to shut the fuck up, I'm gonna have a problem with it. I mean, that's just it is.
You want to go over?
No, I think everybody heard that. So Dr. Heavenly is getting flack for using the term gay men in this little rant of hers. She has apologized, I think 2 times now, to her audience. Now, she hasn't apologized specifically to the LGBTQIA plus community, but just a general apology, just to cover everyone who might have been offended by what she said. Here's my thing about it. I understand what she's saying. I really do understand what her point was. She's saying like real, like not bands, not BITCHASSNIGGAZ, not those type of men, but men, like masculine, manly men. But when she includes us in her argument, she is leaning into the stereotype that all gay men are sissies, that all gay men are feminine, that all gay men are not real men, that all gay men don't know how to stand up for themselves, that all gay men would not stand a chance in a fight with a straight man. Now it's it's terrible for her. And I don't know what else she could have said to maybe cover that up or clean that up a little bit, but I understand her argument. I really do understand her argument. Although I don't agree with King approaching Dr. G with what he said, I really do think that Quad got in his ear and was like, you got to defend me on this thing, because that man is talking about me, and he's supposed to be my man, and so you got to stand up for me. So why he decided to do what he did is up to him. However, I understand Dr. Heavenly's argument. It's just I'm just so upset that she felt the need to use a certain community, and at the same time she was degrading us at the same time, trying to say that we're less than men, or we're not real men, or something of that nature. It's like Dr. and with the amount of gay men that support Dr. Heavenly and all the women on Married to Medicine, I would think that she would know better. And allegedly, from what I've seen, it seems like her son possibly might be one of us as well. And so it's like, I would think that she would know better. I would think that she would know better. And she said that she's a grown woman, and she says that she does know better. So Dr. Heavenly, I'd hope that we don't have to have this conversation again. I'd hope that we don't have a headline like this in the future. I enjoy Dr. Heavenly for what she brings to Married to Medicine. I feel as though if there was no Dr. Heavenly, there would be no Married to Medicine. She brings what needs to be brought in to the show. It's just, when you are trying to make a point, it's not a good thing to degrade an entire group of people to help make your point. Jennifer, what were your thoughts on this? I know I heard your thoughts on Monday, but what were your thoughts when you heard this? And when did you first hear about this?
When it started putting it out, to be honest, when Funky Dineva mentioned it, I went ahead and looked, because I don't pay attention to lives in general, which is weird. I be on them, but I don't really look at it. But it's like, what she's talking about, but what bothers me, you okay?
Yeah. I'm just getting my charger because my laptop about to go DEAD.
Okay, did. But my problem, though she apparently misspoke, and now after being lit up like a Christmas tree, she has apologized. But my problem is with the way that she said it. Though we all know what she's talking about, she basically said a masculine man. She could have just kept it at a masculine man.
She could have, yes.
She could have just said a masculine man would do this.
Or
because not every man.
Maybe say a manly man. I'd be okay with them.
Okay, I say manly man, but there's some gay men that is ready to thump a lot faster than some of these other men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would say in her situation, I would just at least say a real man that's about theirs. Okay.
And leave it at that.
And just leave it there. Because it kind of exposes the way she thinks about them. Yes. And when I loved how Funky Dineva, because he's been trying to make this point for a very long time, but he said, you see why I don't all the way fool with fish? Like, well, because at some point you get how they truly feel.
Right. They're
get
okay
mad
with
at
hanging
you,
out with you, going clubbing with you, going shopping with you. They cool with all that. But at the core.
And as soon as you step over a line, but in this situation, she wasn't even violated by anybody.
No.
She was just trying to explain something that's so simple.
Yeah.
Because once again, we all knew where she was going, but you exposed yourself right there. So I don't feel sorry for her. She needs to continue to feel the heat, because now we know for sure.
For those of you who are not familiar with Alexander Rogers was actually doing a weekly show with Dr. Heavenly for some time. I think it was a couple months that he was doing it. And he is a Black gay YouTuber, and he read her down for a good, I think, 30 minutes or so. on YouTube. So
Oh, I
check
gotta
out
find that.
Alexander Rogers' YouTube channel, and please find that video about him talking about Dr. Heavenly, because he said everything that I won't say needed to be said, but that I would.
Well,
He said what he said, and I'll leave it at that.
okay. And he's such a smart reader. I enjoy him.
Very
He's
much so.
great.
Smart and calculated. And those
Yes.
are my favorite type of comedians. And
Yeah.
yeah.
It take me back when he was beefing with that other dude. He called himself the King of Reeds.
Oh yeah. I
Um,
forgot.
that
I
was a
forgot what
funny
his name
time.
was.
But I'm happy that he got
Dang, I
past that
forgot what his
moment,
name was.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
Miss Kim said Heavily was wrong, and what did gay men have to do with anything she was talking about? It's an awesome question. Lady Virgo said, hello to Mamir. Good evening unto you. Mamir said, excuse me, Lady Virgo says, Dr. Heavenly's mouth has always been running and problematic. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca says, Jonathan, you said that perfectly. And I agree. I have some gay friends that I know will knock a ninja out for me.
For sure. That's winning.
I know. And I know one that almost had to knock a nigga out for me. You know, and y'all know him, Mr. Mike himself. He almost knocked a nigga out,
Yes.
but
Yes. Okay.
I had to hold him back. He was on my lap on the couch. I had to hold him
Don't
back.
let the limp wrist fool you. Don't
Okay.
let it fool you, honey.
She opened up her mouth and went too far this time. Her PR team need to clean this up.
I don't think she has a PR team.
But no, her team full of gay men need to help her clean this up. Let's be real. Oliver Twist, and it used to be Funky Dineva as well. She always have one near her. But it's like it just shows that she's just using, and she shows how she don't even see him as real men. And then oh gosh, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know, masculinity is like, or okay, what she was talking about, in my opinion, did not require masculinity. It required loyalty.
Right.
A loyal man would do this.
Yes. Right. Absolutely.
But she doesn't have the right words. And it's like it's like, okay, after becoming acquainted with Funky Dineva and T.S. Madison, I enjoy a good Miami read.
Miami.
Okay. And that's including Kid Fury. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love a good Miami read. And it's like I feel like she's not intelligent enough to do it right, to do it the way it need to be done. That's why she's a habitual line stepper. I've never been here for her.
Habitual line stepper. Yeah, it's like she takes a whole bunch of shots in the dark, hoping that she hits the target. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take all that. It really don't. You already got the job, girl.
It's not necessary. Miss Kim says, I once saw 2 gay dudes dog walk 6 straight dudes. I'm talking bloody noses, laid out black eyes. Gay men have hands. Exactly.
Hands. Okay.
And once again, she wasn't even talking about. All right. Bianca says, Miss Kim, I've seen it several times. Just because men are gay doesn't mean that they lose their strength. They still have the strength of a man, period. So that was out of line. Robin says, Heavily stays apologizing. I don't think she ever really means it.
No.
Of course not. She just knows that to move on and get over it, I have to say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't believe any of it is sincere. Miss Kim, I think now it might be sincere because it's hurting her.
Her livelihood.
I'm sorry I did that.
Because those are her supporters, her main supporters. Like, I really don't see women, like, in general, supporting Dr. Heavenly like that. So
she ain't like
we
that.
are her audience, honey. We are her audience.
Miss Kim says she didn't misspeak. She's a holy roller hypocrite who holds certain beliefs about homosexuality. And you know one thing I feel about God? I truly believe God be blessing homophobic homes with gay people.
Absolutely.
Ask Boosie.
Okay.
Robin says, Rodney, the voice said, had a response similar to Funky's. Okay.
I need to find that.
Bianca says Funky spoke on it too. But even after that, I still think her words were too much. Absolutely. Miss Nana says, yes, I love Alex. He read her like his favorite book.
Right.
He's amazing.
He's awesome.
Bianca said, I forgot about Alex. I'll go watch it later. I'm gonna watch it right after we leave from here.
Yes.
Robin says the shame is that the public has bought Heavenly Son into this.
Yeah.
But when you open the door, people gonna step right
they
on
gonna
in.
step right on in it. Right on in it.
Black in the kettle. You know what I'm saying? It's it's difficult. Let's see.
And no, go ahead, because I was about to go there. I was about to go there.
I might tell you to go, think about your words and go there later. Robin says, I found Alexander's comments to drawn out on repeatedly. Let's see. Bianca says, Robin Moore, I agree. And that causes an entire narrative in the household.
It does.
This is why you can't talk about people like that.
You can't.
You can't. Robin says, Bianca, there is no cleaning this up.
No, there isn't.
Mamera says, Dr. Heavenly says ignorant, hurtful things all the time, but this is too far. She needs sensitivity training, in my opinion.
Very much so. But like even if she were in the class, none of it's gonna hit her. None of it is going to sink in, and she won't be able to receive any of it because what she does is working for her. Like literally, it's working for her. She is literally holding down Married to Medicine. She's driving that show. So because what her antics have gotten her where she's gotten to now, she believes there's nothing wrong with it. So
it's horrible. Miss Nana says Heavenly vocabulary is as wide as her back. She could have said anything else if she wanted to. Dag nabbit, I tried. She said what she truly felt, and her apology came about because she couldn't lie about it.
Right.
Dag nabbit. Bianca says, Lady Virgo, Heavenly has never been seen as a holy roller in my eyes. Agreed.
Because I think she tries to present to us as a holy roller, but her actions
says
tell
otherwise.
us otherwise. Yes.
So nasty and so rude.
So nasty and so rude.
Dustin Butler says, have a good night. I love you. Safe travels. I will see you on Monday.
All right, Dustin. Good night.
Miss Nana says it's Heavenly's fault for shining a light on a pair of shoes that fit her son. Jesus, Miss Nana, damn it. Listen, karma will hit your offspring because of your actions sometimes. It's not just sometimes. People want to talk about how the ancestors, they've been praying for you, all the things that they've done can shine upon you and everything like that. She's seeing that in the person right now.
Right.
Jesus. Consequences. Mamera says she isn't sorry about the right thing, though. She is only sorry that she's losing followers in business. Well, true. Lady Virgo's over there laughing. Mamera says, Bravo. Bravo should find her. Well, she didn't do it on Bravo, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Robert says, right. You can't talk about people like that, except my mama talked about people's unattractive offspring. Lord Jesus. She said she could because she had pretty babies. She was with the foolishness. Thanks, Miss Robin. Mamera says, have a good night to Dustin. And Miss Kim said, happy pre-birthday to Dustin. Happy pre-birthday to you.
Yes, Dustin's birthday is tomorrow, you guys. So make sure you guys wish him happy birthday tomorrow.
And night, Dustin Butler from Bianca.
Yes, but that is all for tonight's show, you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. And thank you guys for your commentary as well. That's
We
like my
love it.
favorite part of the show is reading you guys' comments. It is a conversation that we're having. This is not just a show. This is a conversation, a social type of connection that we all have. And I enjoy you guys so much. Go ahead and read that comment, Jennifer.
Robert says Dustin is the official timekeeper.
For real. Okay. For real. Um, Jennifer, do you want to give us your social media context real quick?
Real quick. Hey y'all, I'm delighted. I like this too, Tyrone. That's your name. I like this. I am delighted the Leo. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Discord, as well as YouTube at the Light of the Leo. You'll be able to find me here, there, and all those other places. And I go live every single Monday to decompress. So we just talk about randomness with a lot less structure than Jonathan. But join us there. And also, please connect with us on Faithful Warrior Ministries. We come together every single Saturday at 10-ish a.m. to pray and do devotional. And we also have edits of those prayers and devotionals coming out as well. So please go ahead and subscribe to that as well as the Light of the Leo. But type in the Faithful Warrior Ministries and connect there. We always have a really great time of upliftment and such like that.
Absolutely. You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is WilliamJonathanLee@gmail.com. My Cash App is JonathanLee07. That's $JonathанLee07. Once again, thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. I really enjoyed this conversation. And I'm so glad that I was able to talk about the subjects that I was talking about. I was really excited to get to this show tonight, especially about Karen and the Dr. Heavenly stories. So I'm so glad that you guys participated so well. Jennifer, you don't want to go ahead and read that comment there?
Miss Nana said, I finally caught y'all live.
Yes, you did. I'm
so happy you
glad
did.
You were here. Your contributions to this conversation was amazing. And we hope to see you again, my love. I'm so glad that you have decided to join us. I don't know, how you heard about me, but I'm glad that you did, girl. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Loved your comments. You are amazing. Miss Roberts says, I couldn't find you on Discord today. Why not? Okay. It's at the Light of the Leo, I promise you. Bianca says, Miss Nana, we enjoyed you. We hope to see you back next week. And
Absolutely.
Thank you, Robin, for sending the link to the Discord. Appreciate you, sis. I mean, Bianca, that's your name.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much once again for joining us. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Eat good out there. Safe travels to anyone who is traveling. And I will see you in March. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Love y'all for watching. Take care, guys.
Maybe I should turn it off.
Maybe.
Yeah, because